Så nog goedenavond en welkom bij deze week of Wie wordt Millionaire? Or in Nederland, welcome to this week's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'll tell you what, this week we could be in for a treat. We're hopefully going to find a millionaire, but we have one thing to take care of, and that is our rollover player. Now, at the moment, 32,000 secured, but with no lifelines. But is that going to stop this player from going further? We're about to wait and see. Please welcome Clover. Welcome. The hot seat awaits you. So welcome Clover. How are you this week? We're just going to let Pokel talk and say what Clover says. Absolutely, he decided to play things about, and I can definitely say, love the turnout here. I think they all deserve a round of applause. So thank you for coming, audience. But now we need to have a little recap of the game in hand. At this moment, you're guaranteed 32,000 euros, and that's the absolute minimum you can walk away tonight. 5 questions are left between you and the coveted €1,000,000 prize. But sadly, no lifelines. But the good thing is, though, is that with this question, it's a free guess for 64,000 euros. Now, for that out of the way, you ready? Audience, are you ready? Okay, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For 64,000 euros, this is the question. Where in the body are the fungiform papillae located? The fungiform papillae. In the nose, on the lungs, on the tongue, in the brain. The fungiform papillae. Is biology your strong suit or is it one of your weaker zones? Well, the good thing is, though, is that you've got nothing to lose here. Yeah, I can hear you, loud and clear. Right, okay. Well, so the good thing is, so this is a free guess question. You've got nothing to lose here. Give me the wrong answer, you still go home with 32,000. Give me the right answer, and it has doubled your money to 32 at 64. Final answer on the lungs. You've had 32,000 euros, and then what happens, you leave with that. If you went for in the brain, you would have been wrong. If you went for in the nose, it would have been wrong. The fungiform papillae are small mushrooms, very, very small mushrooms that are located on the tongue. It's the wrong answer. So yeah, so it's little mushrooms on your tongue that are actually a sensory thing for different tastes. Well, I'm so sorry to say, but don't worry. Sorted. Don't worry. It's some loser. Oh, clever. I'm so sorry. But it's you had a free guess. You gave it a go. And you haven't lost anything. And you do leave with 32,000 euros. Nicely done. There you go. There's your check. Thank you so very much, Aita. And the exit is this way, please.
All right, we will do a cut instead of going to a break because it makes no
All right.
sense to go to one really. Anyways, right. Let me do the magic real quick. Here. What did you end with right now?
Huh?
If you have, yeah, just put it on play area. It's just easier to cut.
So now Clover left with 32,000 euros, but of course now we need to welcome a new player, and this player is just as passionate about game shows as I am, to the point where this person actually has done a lot of projects, and I have to say I have a lot of respect for that person. I'm hoping that respect translates to 1 million in euros. Please welcome Coral.
It's me.
Come on, the hot seat awaits. Okay, so we have Cole here, a developer. Mostly at the moment, you've been focusing on Family Feud, but have you been focusing on other projects at this moment in time?
Yep, working on one personal one, a remake of Roblox. That's about it. Working with Festive.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Mike will speak for Crystal.
Okay. Yep, working on one personal one, a remake of Roblox. That's about it. Working with Festive.
I'll, I'll tell you what, I think we all need a remake of Roblox. I mean, the way social media is going down is just absolutely ridiculous. But that's a subject for another day. But in the meantime, though, positive thoughts, positive energy, and hopefully they'll win the €1,000,000. Speaking of which, a quick recap of the rules. 12 questions stand between you and the €1,000,000 prize. You have two safety nets, one at €1,000 and the other at €32,000. You have 4 lifelines to help you. Ask the audience 50-50, +1, or you can ask me for help. Now, with all that out of the way, are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, all the best. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question 1 for €500. Here it comes.
Hoping internet doesn't cut again. May do, I don't know.
Which of the following equations would result in a higher total? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by 1.
He literally sees the graphic question on her screen. She still just sees the.
Okay. I got an idea. If you hide the graphic. Go one set up and then one set down. Right, try that now. Any better?
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
I will just screen share it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. That's done. You can just watch my stream and that's it.
There we go. I'll read the question again. Which of the following equations would result in a higher total? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 divide 1 divide 1 divide 1.
A is 4, so that we know. B is you know in the negatives. C, 1 times 1 is always gonna be 1. So A, final answer.
That's the right answer. €500.
Yes.
Last point, you can go home with nothing. This is for €1,000. This is catastrophe, disastrous, ridiculous, Jeopardy.
One of 50-50.
You sure? 50-50?
To make sure you know this is Jeopardy also makes sense. You could also same C. So
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, computer, please take away 2 wrong answers for me. So it's ridiculous or Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, because we're on a game show. Final answer.
That's €1,000. Well done.
think that was the he.
So, at this moment in time, €1,000 guaranteed. You've got 3 lifelines left. Ask the audience +1, and of course, you can ask from me, but I wouldn't if I were you. Question number 3 now for €2,000, and you might as well give it a go. There's no loss in that one. Which abbreviation has the opposite meaning of the Latin phrase persona non grata? Pip, zip, rip, vip. Which abbreviation has the opposite meaning of the Latin phrase persona non grata?
I forgot I'm supposed to reply here. I'm automatically thinking D because of VIP, very important person.
Mm-hmm.
By the name persona non grata. But that could also be there to trick me.
Entirely up to you. Decide what you want to do. You can play another lifeline if you need to.
Okay, may take a bit of time on this. So zip, which you know, file format.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what lifelines do I have?
So
Can't
at the
unmute
moment
me
you've got
necessarily.
ask the audience, you've got +1, and you've got ask the host.
Okay, Rip, you know rest in peace, but I wanna say you know Latin is used for fancy words. So that also makes me wanna think VIP is another bit. Big Latin, etc. So VIP D final. I don't know why I thought hard on that.
Sometimes it does pay to
It's the only
stop
one
and
person.
think. Sometimes it does pay to stop and think, you know, and it helps sometimes.
It was better
And
get trick on question 2. All of them made sense.
this one, I'll tell you what, you're a VLP, a very lucky person. That's €2,000. Nicely done.
Whoa.
Are you doing well so far? €2,000. We're now talking in quite a big loss territory. And the next one is for €4,000. 3 lifelines still intact. Have a look at this one and see what you want to do. The Latin term patentia, which is also the basis for the term patient. I think we've had that. There we go. Which Austrian city is due to host the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest? Graz, Innsbruck, Wien, or Salzburg?
Boy. You know what? I'm so glad I read chats from time to time. Because I know it's Veen, final answer.
Wien ist Ian letzte Antwort. Und Wien ist richtig. 4000 Euro.
If not mistaken, two semifinals in 12 and 14 made fan gamer with more than me. No, I just want someone to use it.
4,000 euros. Nicely done. You kept hold of your 3 lifelines nicely. You have used your 50-50. You're 3 away from winning 32,000 euros. You're 8 away from a million. Have a look at this one for 8,000 euros. Which planet is closest to the red planet?
I'll watch Eurovision after this for the first time.
The yellow planet, the black planet, the grey planet, the blue planet.
I'ma presume the red planet is Mars. I used to hear a song about, well, there is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Those are the big ones. The black planet, I don't think that exists unless we think about black holes and such. Okay, lifeline real quick.
Yep, so you got ask the audience +1, or you can ask me for help.
Yellow planet can be classified as Jupiter and Saturn since it counts as hues of yellow, and also Mercury in various pictures. Because in some pictures it's gray, some pictures it's like grayish, reddish.
Just remember, if you get this wrong, you lose 3,000 euros.
Let's say this. Let's presume this is regards of the solar system, if that's the case.
Right, please can you let Pokel do it, please?
Mercury is the first planet, so furthest away, closest to the sun. Why did I say furthest? Okay. Black planet avoided, no pun intended. Gray planet counts as Mercury, maybe. Actually, yellow planet would be Saturn. Blue final. He said, she said.
Final answer, blue planet. Oh. How certain were you that it was the blue planet?
Earth and Mars is the closest to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter is a saturation of yellow, but doesn't count. So had to be blues in general knowledge. Either wrong or right. Either wrong or right, so you know.
I can tell you, Blue Planet is the right answer. 8,000 euros. But yes, rightly identified. The red planet is Mars, and the blue planet
I
is
think the
Earth.
wrist planet is there to throw me off.
I think the moment we figure things out, it sort of it sort of makes sense, really. I mean, with the black planet, rightly so, I don't think there is a black planet, and yellow planet. The thing is, though, is that there's some planets that have a multitude of colors as well, though. But it depends on the atmosphere and the conditions of that planet.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
Okay, so we're moving into 5 figures now. The correct answer will be worth 16,000 euros. Use the lifelines if you need to. Take your time if you need to. But have a look at this. Who wrote the song "Nothing Compares to You," which became a monster hit for Sinead O'Connor in 1990? Sting, Prince, Elton John, or Phil Collins?
As the audience's final answer, I'm not into retro songs like that.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay, audience, we need your help on this question. The question is, who wrote the song "Nothing Compares to You," which became a monster hit for Sinead O'Connor in 1990? If you think it's Sting, press A. Prince, press B. Elton John, press C. Phil Collins, press D. On the GUI keypads on screen, all vote now.
I may have a rough idea, but I just want to make sure.
Sometimes it's best not to say anything before you use the lifeline. We have a two-way split here. So 14% on A and D, 36% on B and C. Audience, you've had one job and you've done this.
Help me out. I was thinking Elton John and Prince, because that's the most popular ones. Fuck.
You have got 2 lifelines left. You have got +1, or you can ask the host. It's entirely up to you.
Okay. She flipped the coin.
Right, I'm just going to pause it. Guys, can we not influence the player in the hot seat, please? Thank you.
I already flipped the coin, so... Prince, well, I heard some about Prince that Elton John, so... Based on the head's coin flip...
You don't have to go with the coin flip.
Alphabetical order
Oh.
B, final answer. If it's wrong, I
Oh, cool. I've got one word for you.
He made me
Shut.
flip coin. You made me flip a coin, Poco.
What I'm going to say is, guys, if you're not in the hot seat, shut it. That's my only polite thing to say. However, I'm going to say you have been very, very, very lucky, because it is the right answer. 16,000 euros.
The coin flip Let's go.
You're one away from 32,000 euros, and I'll write that check for you. You've got 2 lifelines left, plus 1 ask the host. Take as much time as you need, and have a look and see what you want to do. But we're talking a big loss of 15,000 euros if you get it wrong. Which Beatles album cover features several celebrities including Marlon Brando, Marilyn Monroe, and Oscar Wilde? Abbey Road, Help, Let It Be, or Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
Okay, so hang on, I have to clear the tools. I can't read the answers since the camera tools are in the way. Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. So, I'm just gonna say this. I had a friend, Spider, and Africals.
Remember, you have got your lifelines if you need to.
They were massive Beatles fan.
Right.
So, I know for a fact it's the final.
That cover is one of the most famous covers of the Beatles, along with Abbey Road. But I'm going to be honest, you can't beat the Abbey Road cover. Members of the Beatles walking along the zebra crossing of Abbey Road. And I am going to say this: that massive Beatles fan has got you 32,000 euros. Nicely done. So that means no matter what happens tonight, you'll be walking away with 32,000 euros. I've got that check with me. The moment you either give me a wrong answer,
You're not holding a check, dude.
or you walk away. Just pretend I do. I will sign that check. I'll give it to you, and you can put it in the bank on the next working day.
I wanna like flip a coin.
But have a look at this one. It's a free guess for 64,000 euros. Remember to use your lifelines. Here comes the question. The least amount of times passed between the end of the first and the beginning of the second. Punic War, Opium War, Balkan War, World War. The least amount of time passed between the end of the first and the beginning of the second. What?
Alright then. World War II, if not mistaken, had a gap of 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Gather your thoughts together. Take as much time as you need.
Lifelines
But you
are
have got
behind.
2 lifelines.
Lifelines.
You've got +1. You got +1, or you can ask me for help. What are you going for?
Okay, so do we have a gun on standby for this? Cause I wanna ask the host to make sure on something.
Unfortunately, we don't have a gun, but the gun is recorded
No.
at the start.
You know they ask the host gunshot that plays.
But I'll tell you what, I've got a revolver. Right, so just... You ready? Do you want to use Ask the Host, yeah?
Just to make sure, yeah.
Okay, well... I'm going to make sure no one is up on the roof. And here's what I think. Okay, so, I think the Balkan War is quite a long way away, I think. I think the Balkan War goes a long time before the formation of Yugoslavia. So I'm going to rule that out. World War, yeah, I say around between 20 years. But I'm not sure about the Punic or the Opium War, so these two I'm not entirely sure, but... So I'm afraid with that, I'm afraid I can't really be of help, unfortunately. Hold on, let me reload my revolver. So, on that front, I can definitely say with confidence that it won't be the Balkan War. World War maybe, but apart from that, I wouldn't have any other clue. And with that front, I'm going to check the roof again. Yeah, we're clear. This is my final answer.
Gamble the Flip doesn't want me to be friends with ya. Gamble the Flip doesn't want me to be friends with ya. For context, for those who can't see, she sent the chat of the.
I wouldn't worry about that. Roblox chat is irrelevant here. Roblox chat, irrelevant. Don't care.
So, what did you say again, Fan?
So, I said I've ruled out the Balkan War, only being because there's I know this because there's a Balkan War at the end of the Yugoslavia, and there's one that predates Yugoslavia, so quite a long way away. But you're rightly in going for World War between around 20 years span between the two, but the Punic and the Opium War, I'm not entirely sure between. I'm not these two. You have got one more lifeline if you want to use it, and that's +1.
Can I phone a friend? Cause now I'm thinking it's B. I don't know why, cause I'm thinking I had a span of 1 month.
You sure?
I could be massively wrong there, because long-term memory, I ditched school thanks to police, so phone a friend final. I want to make sure on it because we're kind of guessing, and it's better to have two people be confident than just one.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If anyone in the voice chat knows the answers, please indicate so on the chat. Thank you. So far we've got SSJ and Quiz. Both have got some idea. General has some idea. Matt has some idea. But
Can I get the wheel?
I sorry. I'm gonna say it's entirely up to you. If you, I would really recommend you pick someone, not just go to chance. Really, I'd rather you go for a proper,
Okay, so that's
educated pick. So, at the moment, we've got Quiz, SSJ, MM2, and Xbox. But Matt has some idea as well. So you got 5 people to choose with.
SRJ, when I was hosting Studio 64 Chase, is good and does have a decent win streak on the APS Chase. But also there's Quiz, so... You know what? The coin flip again. Because they both have a good win streak. And both good at general knowledge.
Oh, good grief!
Same fancy.
Good grief! Come on. I would rather you pick quickly.
Okay, wait. There's also Matt who does question writing, so coin flip between.
Come on, I'm gonna have to ask you to pick up the pace a bit.
Matt and Quiz. Sorry, SJ. Okay, Quiz heads. Matt tails. Heads.
Okay, so bringing in Quiz, please. Quiz, come on down.
Hello.
And for the record, those who are confused, this isn't The Price is Right. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. There's no timer on this one. +1. You've got all the time in the world to talk this between you two. So, on that front, Quiz, Crystal, Cole even, talk it out between you two.
Okay, so I think we can discount the World Wars. They're about 20 years apart. It's not going to be them.
Quiz, you need to come on stage, mate.
I need to come on stage. What do you mean I need to come on? Listen. I've got to do something for the camera. Hello.
There we go.
Alright, so it's not going to be the World
Okay,
Wars.
so I was right about the 20 fish, but bit on the World
Yeah.
Wars, so that we're both confident on.
Okay, which two do you think it's between?
So, what do you think, Quiz?
Well, okay, so I'm going to be a bit annoying and do devil's advocate. I think that Fan got it wrong because I think he's thinking of the Bosnian War, the one that happened after Yugoslavia. Okay, so the first Balkan War, it's Russia is defending sort of Serb nationalism in 1913, I think. And then I think as World War, it's tough to say, but I think that there might have been one like 5 years later. I think maybe it's like as World War Two,
I'm
not
not
World War Two,
sure,
World War
but
One.
correct me if I'm wrong. Was Opium War like 14 years?
I don't know. It was mid 19th century, 14 years. Sounds about right. I feel like 14 years is a good guess. Punic Wars. I mean, it's a far back in history. I think it could be loads. I think it could be like 50 years, but my numbers will be skewed. If you had to ask me, I think that the Balkan Wars are really close, and I don't think that there's. I think that Fan was thinking of the Bosnian War, for the war that sort of happened after after Yugoslavia ended.
But
But
the
I
reason why
think
I'm Well, the reason why I said the Balkan War is separate because the thing is, though, is that the war wasn't technically isolated in Bosnia because there was NATO strikes in Serbia as well, and hence why I'm thinking that's why I'm thinking of the Balkan War of the modern era.
yeah,
So that's why I'm leaning to think of the Balkan War because if it's just Bosnia in itself, then it would be known as just the Bosnian War. But
Bosnian
because it
War.
has overspilled to Serbia as well and parts of Croatia as well, more so the southern part of Croatia, if my memory serves me correct. That's why I'm thinking the Balkan War of the modern era.
I mean, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to say something. I think you're right about the years for the Opium War. I think that makes it. I think Punic War is far too much. If it's me, I think that the Balkan Wars are like 5 years apart. So if it's up to me, I would go with the Balkan War for that reason because I think they are separated by Russia before World War One and Russia after World War One. But this is not 100%. But I would go with the Balkan War, and that's sort of my final answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Quiz. Please
Thank
make your way back to the audience.
Okay, it's better to have two opinions. So we can all agree on well me quiz, and Fan can agree World War was the longest.
It's entirely up to you. It's entirely your call, but we now need your final answer.
I'm nearly confident on that being one of the longest, considering political war, well, you know, British. You only once, and no matter what, how much do I lose if I'm wrong?
If you get it wrong,
2,000
if you
euros.
get it wrong, there's nothing. You got nothing to lose here. You might as well give it a go. But I'm gonna now have to push for your final answer, mate.
Gotcha. Balkan War, final answer.
Okay. Because you've used Ask the Host, I do not have any information on the computer that directs me to the correct answer. And the correct answer is
You need to. You don't need to send that once they already answered.
after the break. Don't go away for another part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
For goodness sake. Come on.
Was this necessary?
Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Cole had used me for Ask the Host. And I ruled out Balkan War. She then brought Quiz onto the stage, and Quiz has moved slightly more to the Balkan War. Cole decided to put her trust on the Balkan War.
I'm in the walker room.
So now we are in loggerheads, and because I have no information on the screen here,
Quiz was within the Balkan War with the dress from the failed horizon on the connect.
so I'm left with this. In fact, I can't look. I need to just walk back a bit. Computer, please reveal the right answer and just put me out of my misery. Oh! Wow! Wow, wow, wow!
Yo!
You.
Okay, so this is what it says here on the screen. So,
See?
the First Balkan War began in October 1912, when there was an attack on the Ottoman Empire, and ended 8 months later in May 1913. The Second Balkan War began in June 1913. So 1 month between, so under a month between the two. To be honest, I did not know that. I actually did not know that. But that's amazing. You're on 32. You're on 64,000 euros. So I'm checking. The right answer to this question will bring you up to 6 figures, 125,000 in euros. Take as much time as you need, but have a look and see what you want to do.
For context, I ain't a Feud fan, I was just forced to learn about it.
On which country's border are the 2 highest peaks in the world located? Nepal's, Pakistan's, China's, or India's?
I know, Lewis, thanks. Very motivating. I'll win a virtual 32,000 pounds.
If you give me the right answer, you win 125,000. If you give me the wrong answer, you drop back to 32.
I'm just gonna say this. Wait, is Noah not here anymore? Damn, I wanted to ping him to say something.
Paul, I need you to focus on the game, please. You can either give it a go or...
Oh, he rebranded.
What made you think it's China? Just have a quick context.
Noah is a geography nerd.
I can tell you this. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And it has paid off with 125,000 €33,000.
It is a question I got asked as Nara, but you know.
You are 3 away from
Smiley
a million
sense
in
of
euros. And if you give me the wrong answer to this one, you lose €93,000. Have a look at this one and decide what you want to do.
Oh, I got the text to speech microphone working.
Have a look at this question for $250,000. In V for Vendetta, during the greetings of V with Eve, how many V words were spoken? 28, 37, 46,
Oh no.
53.
Just. Okay. I just had to say something. Voila, righty. Vendetta. Vicious. 46, final answer. Basically, yeah.
A check of €125,000.
I didn't wanna list all 46. I'd be classified as cheating. So, how am I supposed to memorize all 46?
Paul, you've been a fantastic player, I have to admit, getting this far. I'd love to tell you that you're going further. But unfortunately, this is as far as you go. 46 is the wrong answer.
No.
53 is the right answer. Cole, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Not bad. I got to
I'll tell you what, though.
£32,000. That's what I got. And no matter what, I'd walk away with the same amount as the virtual money.
You know what? You've done an amazingly job.
Being
32,000 euros is yours. Thank you so very much.
Hey.
That way, please. I don't know about you, but I think I need a little glass of water. With that, we're going to go for a break. In the meantime, don't go away. And hopefully, another millionaire could be in the rating.
Hey. Hey. Yeah.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Cole has also left with a check for 32,000 in euros, but we have one more player in the rings, hopefully to claim that coveted €1,000,000 prize. Please welcome Justin. Welcome aboard. Please sit in the hot seat. So welcome, Justin. How are you? Who's reading, Justin?
It's Poco.
I am
Oh,
sorry,
cool.
I am.
Didn't hear him.
Sorry, I was looking down. I'm a bit laggy, but that's okay. I'm good, thank you.
Feeling nervous or you excited?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
Well, as we've seen with the with Cole, all you have to do is just take your time and use your lifelines carefully. Just a final go over the
I've
rules. 12 questions stand between you and the coveted €1,000,000. And you got 4 lifelines. Ask the audience, 50-50, plus 1, and ask the host. With all that in mind, you
I
ready?
have I've never been in the hot seat. I've never been in this hot seat before. Okay, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, very best of luck to you. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 for €500. Which of these would you not find on the wheel of fortune? Bankrupt, lose a turn, no more vows, or free spin? Which of these would you not find on the wheel of fortune?
Well, that's got to be C. Final.
And that's correct for €500. Yep, no more vowels is usually just a sound, and you'll be told that you have no more vowels. Question 2 for €1,000. Complete the catchphrase of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire tournament. Only the rich, the millionaires, the fastest, or the brave.
The brave. Final answer.
L'Accendiamo.
D. Final answer.
L'Accendiamo D. I'll tell you what, guys, unmute yourself. Because we're going to do this once, okay? We're going to do a big shout out, okay?
Okay.
So, unmute yourselves. Get ready. So, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
And then you're going to repeat it. So, only the brave. Only
Only
The
the brave.
brave. Brave.
Yeah.
I love that. That was amazing. Well done, guys.
Yeah, never do that again, thanks. Justin says LMAO.
So, yep, only the brave. Solidor Corsi. Question number 3 now for €2,000. €1,000 is secured, and you've got all lifelines intact. What is the name? Oh, we've had that.
Have we?
We did.
Can I just say I do not
yeah,
know what's
oh,
going
yeah,
on
we
with
did.
these questions. I have to look because I know I updated them. I know I changed them all, and I do
Um,
not know what's going on. But we will. I have something else in mind. So hold on.
Did
you forget to
publish
publish
it?
We'll
them?
just cut. We'll just cut, and then
you
we'll
have-
just move to something else.
Well,
Okay.
essentially-
So we'll just start with the new question.
We have the footage to rely on, so I'll send you that already. So I'll send you a footage from this week as well. Well, when you're ready, guys.
So basically, fan, when this next just say this is the question for €2,000, and then the question's gonna come up. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Okay.
Would now even be a good time to Claxon since we've been on for over an hour?
Right, here comes the
thinking.
question for €2,000. The 7th installment of which of these slasher movies is set to premiere in theaters next week? Scream, Friday the 13th, Halloween, or Nightmare on Elm Street?
Scream has so many sequels.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so weird dictating like chat because there's so many gaps. We'll push on.
If you're not entirely sure, you have got your lifelines.
Friday the 13th? No, couldn't be. I'm going with my logic.
Okay.
I'm going with my logic and say A, final answer. Scream.
Scream, final answer. You had €1,000. And you've doubled it to €2,000. Nicely done. Yep, Scream the 7th is the latest installment of the Scream movies.
Just before we do the actual, just do my job. A.
Well, so because of that, we are out of time. Quick recap.
Oh, no.
So Core has left with 32,000, and so did Clover. Next
I'm
week. Oh, don't be sad, Justin. You'll be back next week. You'll be back next week. You'll be on €4,000 question next with all lifelines intact. Join us tomorrow with SSJ hosting Duel, where the qualifying campaign continues. Until then, I've been Fan Gamer, and this has been Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Have a good evening, and take care of yourselves. Good night.
Right, that's the end of my thing clout.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.